my channel. I'm glad you guys are here. Today we're gonna be doing a lot of fun things, at least for me. We've got the typical office paperwork, the boring stuff. As you can see, I have a ton of, this is only like a small portion of what I got. I have a ton of little fragrance testers that I had bought from multiple different companies that I am testing out for my fall and winter collections. A lot of what I bought I thought I was going to be very excited about because they sounded really good, but a lot of them disappointed me, sadly. We'll get to test pouring all these different fragrances that I want poured to give myself a chance on what I should do for each collection. Right now I have my wax melter melting all that wax, but I did want to share with you one thing that came in that I had bought specifically for my business. I knew my audio for my YouTube videos have been really bad, and I've just worked with what I have got. Hold on, my little girl is screaming at me. I'll be right back. I'm back. She just wanted her light off because she was reading a book. I let her read books before she goes to bed. As I was saying, my audio has been really bad in the past, and I've known this, but there's not really anything I can do about it because I'm recording with my phone. I don't have the best audio editing that I can, and then I also use YouTube Studio Music, and for their music, they don't have a very accurate scale of how loud things are, because they have that little scale where it's like a drag scale, so it's not accurate, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. But it has really bothered me. I still can't fix the music part, but I can make my talking audio a little bit better, try to cut out the sound from backgrounds, because my air conditioning is loud and my computers are loud and my kids are loud and vendor markets are also loud. I got this. I got it from Amazon. We are going to test it out for this video. So you guys will have to let me know whether it's good or not. I honestly am really excited to use this. Okay, so I did test it. I do have to say it's not the most amazing quality in a microphone, but for the money that I spent on this microphone, I would say it's pretty darn good. Just so you know, this was like the cheapest microphone I could find on Amazon. I did not spend a lot of money on this microphone. I wasn't looking for something extremely expensive because I'm not a movie maker. I'm just a simple, small YouTube creator, and I love creating videos, and it's just something that would help me in the long run. So today we're going to be pouring a few tester candles. We're going to re-pour a few of my old candles just so I can play around with it and see what I can do to make them better. And then I'm going to also be pouring some brand new candles that I'm going to be adding to my fall and winter collection. Like I said, I have a few in mind, but I'm not fully set on them yet, and I want to make a decision. So I thought that I would pour tester candles of all my candidates for my fall and winter collection. Every single time I come in, those are the only two smells I smell. I'm just like, it smells so good. So I am sitting here confirming an order to Candle Science. It's one of the candle suppliers I go through. I'm ordering things for fall and for winter,
mostly all of my fall stuff except for like candle vessels and stuff. And this time with checking out is more than I've ever spent at Candle Science. And I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit freaked out with how much money I am spending. So I lowered it down. Honestly, that's not much better. Well, it is better, but I've never spent more than $600 at a time on Candle Science. And to know that I haven't even ordered all of my fragrances for fall or for Christmas is just like, that's a lot of money to be spending on just half of a season. I'm also very strict with money, so I get very anxious in my chest, and my chest tightens and does not feel good whenever I spend any amount of money. It doesn't matter how much money it is, but the higher the number, the more... Yeah. She is preventing me from hitting submit order. So I did learn something on the internet a little while ago that I can technically be tax exempt from ordering supplies off of Candle Science. You know, that builds up. So I'm going to look up how to be tax exempt from wholesale orders, and let's see how it goes. So I'm from Utah, so I did a Utah State Tax Commission tax exemption certificate, and I filled it out. I'm not going to show it to you because it has all my information, but it's a TC 721, and I just submitted it to Candle Science. So they'll take like 4 or 5 days to review it and process it, and then I'll be tax exempt from my orders, which is actually really nice. I didn't know that this was an option. Double whammy of tax is not very nice. So now that I know that this is an option, this is great. And I wish I knew about it sooner. But for those of you who are out there that don't know about it, if you own a business, you can be tax exempt from the supplies that you get as long as you are paying sales tax on it. And if you are from Utah, it is the form TC 721. Just helping a girl out. If you don't know about it, fill it out. It'll be worth it. So because it's going to take about 4 or 5 days to process this tax exemption, I'm actually not going to order from Candle Science just yet because they can't backdate it. So I'm going to wait until that is approved before I order. And I'm going to do the same thing through my other suppliers. See if I can get tax exempt from them too. I just hotgunned the tops of these testers. Technically, I don't really need to do that because they're from my use because they're testers, but I did it anyways. And while I was doing that, I was smelling some of them. And I'm glad I did some, like, I poured some testers before deciding on my fall and Christmas line because there's a few of them that smell very, very different from the bottle. And I've known that as a candle maker that you can't just go off of what it smells like in the bottle. You have to actually pour it as a candle before you make your final decision. Because the scent changes. Like some of them drastically. Like this one, I got this as a tester and I poured it specifically for my sister because she loves this scent. And I smelled it out of the bottle and I was just like, oh, no. That is not a fragrance that I would ever put into my fall or Christmas line. But I'm smelling it and poured form and it hasn't even cured fully yet. And I'm like, that smells real good. Yeah, that just goes to show you never judge a fragrance out of the bottle. Always pour first. And I'm excited for it. I really hope you guys enjoy it because I do. I haven't even test burned it yet. I hope it throws phenomenally because that would be awesome. We're going to be starting social media creation. So I do social media creation through batches of like 2-ish weeks, mainly because it's easier. I used to do it like by the week, like maybe like the day before I actually posted, and I constantly felt like I was always doing social media, A, and B, that I never had ideas, and it was always a struggle or a race to do it. And I follow one of these YouTubers that makes tips on um, social media creation through YouTube and Instagram. And I watched one of her videos, and she said, always do batch making because it frees up your time. You're in the mindset for a long period of time. And since I started doing that, social media creation has been much easier for me. And so I do it in batches of 2 because you can schedule your social media creations out 2 weeks in advance. Which honestly, I think that they should up that to a month because that would be nice. Instagram, get on that. I have a few things already planned, and 2 of them I've actually written captions for and actually have a set plan to do it with. Then the other ones I need to map out the details, create captions for them, and then we can get to actually creating the scene and taking pictures and all that stuff. This next week, the first one is actually supposed to be just a weekly photo dump. So I've been already taking pictures for that one, and I've already done a caption for that one. So really, I just need to schedule that. First up, computer work, which is always the most boring part for you because you just watch me work on my computer. This time I will try to video the majority of the creating part of these social media posts. Woo! That was a mouthful. Okay. For the last time, let's get to social media work. Okay, first things first. I'm going to stand over here so you can see me better. We are going to do burning a candle, and I'm also going to film me while I light it because we're going to do 2 birds with 1 stone. First, let me go get a candle. I am actually test burning a candle right now, and it is A Thankful Heart. So I got to clean this table off because we ate dinner. I cleared and put all the food away, but I did not wipe off the table, so. One of my fall candles. I've been testing it for a while. Let me go get a lighter. And then after we take that photo and video with this one, we're gonna switch candles, and we're going to take another photo of a burning candle for another one. And then I also got to take a photo of me holding a candle. So I'm going to get a few candles so I can take these. Okay, I got 2 more. This is the one that I'm going to hold and take a picture of. And then this is going to be another tester burning for that. Okay, now we got to get stuff to style. Let me get a plant. I got to add some green in there. It's a fake plant, but it's short, so I can use it and manage it better. I do need a background. Okay, I did get 2 extra candles as something to hold this up. So, I'm gonna put that there and that there, just to like help support it. Just stepped on my kid's water bottle. I still feel like it's a little plain. I have this willow statue, and I think I'm gonna add it. Now we're gonna pause because I gotta take these photos on my phone and the video. I realized that the last shot, you did not get a good view of what I made for the thing. So this is what I did. I tried to show as much of the social media part as possible, but it's kind of hard since I do everything from my phone. So your guys' patience is much appreciated. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me as I go about my tasks this week. And let me know what videos you would like to see from me in the future. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!